What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Mr.FlatFace, a man of many faces and even more opinions, and we're going to be doing a tier list today. Why? Because I like to be outdated in everything I do. So we're just going to be ranking Canadian fast food restaurants, which I know a lot about as a Canadian, and I like fast food, so I have a special interest in this. So we're going to go through the list. It's pretty generic stuff. There's nothing crazy on here. There's only one I can see off the bat that I've never done. We're going to go through the list. We're going to rank them, S being like amazing and F being garbage or I've never had, which we can safely put Popper's Pizza in there right now. I don't know where that is. Never heard of it in my life, but it's there. So Arby's. Arby's is an E. Arby's is disgusting. If you like Arby's, I don't know what's wrong with you. You like chewing on wet carpet. It's not good. I don't know. I have yet to have an Arby's sandwich where I'm like, this was worth my time. Every time I've ever also gone there, the service has been very subpar. Like usually it's just like they've just tucked the paper bag out the window and they're like, here's your ED sandwich. Enjoy. It's not very good. Don't enjoy it. Domino's Pizza. Oh, yeah, I don't like the crust on Domino's Pizza, so it's gonna be a C. I find it very powdery, and sometimes it comes like really greasy. And I don't order anything fancy. Get like a cheese pizza or a pepperoni pizza. That's it. It's not my favorite. My favorite's actually over here. I know this is gonna seem weird, but Little Caesars, man, for $5, hot and ready. Walk in, get your food, walk out. That's faster than any other thing on this list. Yeah, I don't know what their ingredients are, and no, I don't ever want to know. They can say that it's the best quality, but I highly doubt it when I can go in and get a whole pizza and breadsticks with a drink for less than $10. I'm sorry. Domino's might make better quality ingredient pizza, but it can't beat Little Caesars price. And there's not a Little Caesars close to me, so whenever I head into the town that has a Little Caesars, I always have to stop and get one. And after I got my surgeries, I ate so much Little Caesars because it just helps get things moving. After anesthesia, you can't really poop. Yeah, Little Caesars is high on my list here. Pizza Hut? I don't mind Pizza Hut. I'd put it actually with Little Caesars because like I'm willing to pay the price for a Pizza Hut pizza. I don't go out of my way to get a Pizza Hut pizza, but I'm willing to pay the price of a Pizza Hut pizza over a Domino's any day. Now there's both Pizza Hut and Domino's in the nearest city to me because like we need to remember I live in the middle of nowhere, so all these restaurants are a 20-minute drive, and I do base it off that. Like if I'm going to drive, well, Little Caesars is more like 40, but if I'm going to drive 40 minutes, then I'm going to take a Little Caesars over a Domino's, and definitely over Arby's. I don't know about you, Topper's Pizza. I hope you're doing good, but I've never had you. But if I'm going to like take the family out for dinner, and like we decide we want pizza over like, I don't know, any other restaurant, then I'm going to take Pizza Hut because it's just, well, it's Pizza Hut. What's this? This is Harvey's. I've only had Harvey's once, and I know it's better than Arby's. So we're going to put it there. That's all I can say. Like I said, I've only had it once, but I know I prefer it over Arby's. I might be taking some hate for that one there. I know like the Arby's fan people, the fanboys, fan ladies, fan whatever you are. I know you guys are pretty set in stone on it. Now, KFC is a solid D. So I got KFC last week, and that chicken was so wet, and I'm not meaning the good wet, like I'm talking oily wet. And I know you can order like the extra crisp or whatever, but like when I want to go get a chicken, I don't want it to be sopping wet. I remember like being a kid, and KFC used to be like a treat. You got it, and it was like a treat. Now you go, and it's just, here's your wet chicken with a weirdly wet and crunchy skin, and the fries are always cold, under-seasoned, and your coleslaw feels like it's frozen. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's just my location, which is 30 minutes away from my house, but it is the worst chicken ever, but not as bad as Arby's meat. I hate Arby's. I don't know. KFC needs to fix their stuff because I'm not a big fan of whatever they're doing there. Or maybe as a kid, we just didn't really care about the grease. And now as an adult, I'm like, oh God, I don't want to have carotid arteries. I want to live an extra week. So now moving on, Pita Pit. I like Pita Pit. We'll put it as a B. I don't go to it often, but I do enjoy it. It is quite tasty. And every time I've gone there, it's been great service, fantastic people. And the food is not that bad. Yeah, the price could probably use a work. I don't really have much to say because like I don't go there much because I don't really like to pay a lot of money for food. McDonald's, straight to the F. No, McDonald's is going to be a... this is actually hard. Now we're getting hard because now I got to start ranking things above other things. McDonald's is not as good as Pita Pit, but I can't really have Little Caesars up here. I'm going to put it beside Little Caesars because like out of the two, everything else down here is super expensive, right? So like you got to put these two in the same tier because if I'm going cheap for the family, you know, we're just out and about for lunch and we want to have a burger that's going to make us have diarrhea later, I'm going to hit up McDonald's and I'm going to love every second of eating those golden fries and that delicious quarter pounder with cheese, and I'll pay for the price later once I get home. Just like with Little Caesars. Pizza Hut, you don't do that to me. But if I'm gonna do that, maybe we need to move things down. Arby's can join Toppers because it's garbage. Yeah, that looks a lot better. But yeah, if I'm gonna go to McDonald's, it's gonna be a quick in and out kind of thing. Well, except for McDonald's now does this like park yourself thing where like you can order like a water and they're like, oh, can you drive around the corner, so they can trick the timer to seem like it's lower. And man, you want to piss them off. Tell them you're not moving. Tell them you're not gonna park. Be like, I only ordered a coffee. I think I'll sit here because I don't want to get forgotten about and have to wait 30 minutes on the side of the building just so you can run up your drive-through time, right? And then they'll be like, you'll get your drink right away, but they will stand in the window and just stare at you like you're causing them personal harm. I've only had to do it twice. Once I was late to soccer coaching and the drive-through was taking forever and they tried to park me. I was like, no, I just need that. I need the drinks for the kids. And then the second time was last week and I was heading to my kid's school for a meeting, and yeah, they were like, can you park? And it was like, I got 2 coffees. I'm not gonna go sit out front for 30 minutes for 2 coffees. But you'll see why I go to McDonald's for coffee over, you know, Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons, at least the location by me, is freaking trash. It is awful, man. The service is awful. The people are rude. You'll go through drive-through and wait 30 minutes and you're like, oh, I'll just not go through drive-through next time. Go inside, you're still waiting 30 minutes. The food quality's gone downhill. They used to make their donuts fresh and now they don't. Their coffee recipe actually has been given to McDonald's a long time ago now. So now their coffee isn't even like the coffee. McDonald's has their coffee like recipe or whatever. And they're like more worried about selling you, like they now sell pizza. Tim Hortons is a coffee store and they're selling you pizza and BLTs and, you know, roast beef sandwiches. And I'm sure burgers are coming, and they had fries for a while. They had those kettle chips or whatever. I'm just done. Tim Hortons is garbage. You either get a coffee and it's watery, or you get a coffee and it's like old and burnt, or you get a coffee and they don't put the right stuff in it. Like, you're always getting disappointed by Tim Hortons. And then you just got to go to TikTok to see the Tim Hortons memes on how they cut bagels. It is, Tim Hortons, you've changed. You've changed, bro. And yes, it is that deep, because Tim Hortons is a Canadian like staple. It used to be like people go, oh, you got a Tim Hortons down there, what's that? And you're like, it's the best coffee ever. You go in for a toonie, you get yourself a double, and off you go, and you got yourself a nice coffee. Now it's like you go in, you pay $3.48 or whatever the heck. It just, prices are all over the place. You wait 40 minutes in the drive-through, and then you go home, your coffee's not even the right coffee. So Tim Hortons, you're an F. You're an F. You're garbage. Mr. Sub can go with Pita Pit. Been there once, but I know it's good stuff. Five Guys down here, you're way too expensive, and I do not enjoy anything about your food. It is well, I gotta be fair to Five Guys. I'm gonna actually bump them up. The location I went to in when I lived in BC, didn't have good reviews, so I'm gonna move them up because the food wasn't that bad, but it did cost an arm and a leg. But it is what it is. I can't really talk much. I'm still riling about Tim Hortons down here. Oh, they frustrate me. Mucho Burrito. I've actually never been there, so we're gonna put it above Tim Hortons because it can't be worse than Tim Hortons. Popper's Pizza can go up there too, because I don't know. These two are garbage. Subway. Oh man, you can't compare Subway with Mr. Sub. I don't think it's fair. One's like, this is like Starbucks gourmet, and this is like Starbucks, right? Like you go here when you want to spend money and have a quality item. You go here when you want fast food. Like, I don't know if their chicken's chicken. I always get the chicken teriyaki on Italian herb and cheese foot long, and I don't know if the chicken's chicken. They can tell you it is, but I'm sorry, there's no grill in there. How are they barbecuing their chicken? Why has it got grill marks? And why do all the grill marks look the same? You put 30 pieces in a line. The chicken breast is somehow 30 pieces long. I don't know, Subway. But I do like your food. But I can't compare you with Mr. Sub. Maybe we can move Mr. Sub up. No, this is fair. This is fair. Pizza Hut's winning. I'm surprised by this. Like, in views of what I like to eat more, but I'm cheap, would be Little Caesars, but I have to give Pizza Hut the quality. Burger King for me is up here. I go to Burger King almost never. But when I go, I enjoy my time. Okay? My kids like to get the little crown. I like to eat a quality burger that's big, fills me up. I don't go, so when I go to McDonald's, it's like, can I get a quarter pounder with cheese, extra large fry, and a side cheeseburger, you know, a desk burger or a pocket burger, right? If I go to any of Wendy's even, I get a JBC on the side. I go to Burger King, I get a Whopper and fries, and I'm good. I'm full, I'm satisfied, and I'm good. Okay? Burger King is good. I love the Whoppers. Back when I worked in BC, they like, this is years ago now, they had the Simpsons movie was coming out, and they had the was it the Simpsons burger or the Homer burger? Anyway, they had a Simpsons burger, and it was a huge Whopper. And me and my like workers at the shop we worked at would all go at the same time every day at lunch. Whole shop emptied. We went over to Burger King for like an hour, and we sat there. We all ordered the Simpsons burger because it was so big, it filled you up. You had tons of extras, and it was delicious. The Simpsons need to make another movie just so I can have that burger again. Oh man, this list is bringing back memories, changing my life. Dairy Queen can go with Pizza Hut. Now, if we're talking ice cream, it's here. If we're talking burgers, it's here. If we're talking just in general, like when you go there, you can kind of like just get whatever, then it's here. Plus, they sometimes have hot dogs, and my son loves hot dogs, so I got to put it higher, right? It's definitely above McDonald's, like in the order of fast food here. I know Five Guys is like better quality, but it's so expensive. It's not like something you're going to go to on a regular basis, right? But Dairy Queen's got the double chocolate fudge brownie blizzard. Like, come on. You can't beat that. Come on. And every time I go to McDonald's and I get a McFlurry, all my toppings are at the top, and at the bottom is just ice cream. At least when I get a McFlurry, it's or a Blizzard, it's all mixed together, right? Now A&W is right here, but they're slowly doing this. A&W used to be here for me. Used to love a matzo burger or teen burger. Used to love, to get a big old root beer. Then they were like paper straws. They were like one of the first companies that did that, and they brought it here because like you get a big drink and the paper runs out before the drink does, right? And you're giving me a paper straw inside of a plastic cup. Now it's paper cups. And then they did the weird thing with the coffee cups now, so now it's here. And all their burgers are like super fancy and high-end and expensive. And then on top of it, they're like, oh, we're going to change our fries to healthier fries, which brought it here. A&W is slowly becoming that like, guy that quits smoking and then tells everyone else quit smoking while they continue to smoke, but they just don't tell anybody they're smoking. They're trying to be so health conscious that it's like it is driving out their market, because I like the A&W in the town beside me here, I never see anybody there. They even went as far as to get rid of their chubby chicken because like nobody was ever there. Nobody would go there. They would rather go to, KFC for chicken because it's cheaper than A&W, which is a fast food restaurant. I've never really considered KFC a fast food restaurant. Like they are, but sometimes you're waiting there for like 40 minutes for your, family size bucket, right? But A&W tried to like do their whole chicken thing, and I preferred chubby chicken over KFC, but they made their choices, and I'm sure they're gonna make another choice, and it'll come here and then here and then here. But right now it's right here with one place I've been to once and another place I've been to once. I go to A&W once, like probably once every 2 months, but it's getting brutal to eat there. Taco Bell, we gotta be up here. I have so many good memories of being a kid with Taco Bell. I have not had Taco Bell since becoming an adult. When I turned 19, I haven't had Taco Bell since. I don't know why. There's no reason for it, but I remember like all the time my friend's mom would go out and she'd buy like, they had like the Taco Tuesdays or whatever where you got like super cheap tacos. She'd just come home with hundreds of them, and we'd sit there and just mow on them, and then they'd have leftovers, and we'd come over every day after school and eat more tacos. And it was like, I don't know what they put in it to sell it to you for so cheap, but they did, and that's all that matters. That Taco Bell's simply there for memories. I don't know if it's good today or not. All I know is in every show, every TV show, every YouTube video, when they talk about Taco Bell, they always talk about toilet. So if you have problems pooping, I'd go to Taco Bell. But you could also go to KFC, because that's also there. Or Arby's if you just want to look at it and take a shit. All right, last but not least is Wendy's. Ooh, Wendy's. Where do I put you? I think I'm going to put it right here. No. King needs a queen, and that's Wendy's. For me, Burger King and Wendy's. Those are like, I'm going out. And if Fat Burger was on here, which it won't be because it's a Canadian list, we do have them here, but it's not a Canadian company, then these two are there. The King, the Queen. There's nothing that beats a junior bacon cheeseburger. It's crispy, it's crunchy, it's delicious, it's got flavor. They actually put the sauce everywhere, not just in the very middle of the burger. I'm looking at you, McDonald's. They actually make quality food. Unlike you, Arby's, they have the Baconator. It is everything you'd want. And then the Frosty isn't even that bad. I like to get a Frosty and dip my fries in it. Does that make me a psychopath? Yeah. Do I care? No. You should try. Change your ways, people. Wendy's is where it's at. So here's our list. In the S tier, we got Burger King and Wendy's. King and Queen. I praise them. Long live both of them. In the A tier, we got Pizza Hut and Dairy Queen. Two very different ends of the spectrum there, but they both deserve to be there. They earn their right. In the cheap and quality tier of B, we got Little Caesars, $5 hot and ready. You can't beat that. McDonald's, you get a burger that looks like somebody punched it and threw it in front of a bus, ran it over 4 times, took it to a hospital, and a bad surgeon did reconstructive surgery. But you get it for cheap. You get Taco Bell, where I haven't eaten it since I was a kid, but I still remember it. And every TV show tells me all about how people poop after eating it, so I like pooping, so then that's why it's here. In the C tier, we got Pita Pit. Tried it once, liked it. Mr. Sub, tried it once, liked it. A&W, that uncle that constantly comes over and tells you stories about how when he was in his prime, he was the best thing that ever happened to his his high school, but now he has no friends and only drinks in his bald. That is A&W. In the D tier, we got Domino's. I don't know what's wrong with their crust. Their crust just makes me angry, and their sauce makes me angry, but it's better than Arby's. We got Five Guys, way too expensive, but better than Arby's. We got Subway. It's just the cheap version of Mr. Sub. This is the dollar store brand, Mr. Sub from Wish. You're gonna get something, you're gonna eat it, but you don't know what you ate. If there was any company on this list that was like, hey, you know what? You know this whole policy with like eating human crickets or giving crickets to humans? We're just gonna come up with a foot-long cricket sub, and we'll offer it to you for 2 for 1, 2 6 inches for 1, and then you'll get a free sub on your next visit. Just come get the cricket sub. Arby's is just Harvey's. It's better than Arby's, but it's not Arby's, so it's above Arby's. You got KFC. You want a wet chicken that kind of smells like fish, but can't really explain why it smells like fish, and sometimes you get it and the bones are broken, and then you're concerned about the quality of the chicken you're getting, but then you kind of just forget about it because you already bought the chicken, you got a family to feed. It's right here in the E tier. Mucho Burrito, never had it, but it's not Arby's. Topper's Pizza, never had it, but it's still not Arby's. Arby's is Arby's. That's enough said. I don't even need to talk anymore. And Tim Hortons, you're slowly becoming the worst company I've ever experienced. There is people that loved you and wanted you to be better and wanted to help you get through your life. They say never give up on family, but Tim Hortons, you're making it hard not to give up on. No one wants to wait 40 minutes for a coffee that's subpar just for you to give the order wrong. Nobody wants to order a bagel. They got to cut themselves. There's a reason why pizzas come cut, because when we want it, we don't want to have to cut it ourselves. Hey, how much cost are you saving by giving me a bagel that's cut either extremely wrong or, not at all, or you're giving me a bagel that has all the cream cheese on one side and half of it's in my bag? You need to change yourself. Pick up your shoes, pick up your pants, and try to look more professional, Tim Hortons. Because you're letting me down. You're on the same tiers as Arby's. And I'm Canadian. You should be up here. But you're not. You have fallen like the Bitcoin market. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this has been my tier list. Am I out of date? Yeah. Do I care? No. I'm Mr. FlatFace, the man of many faces and even more opinions, and this was my opinion on Canadian fast food restaurants. Whether you agree or not, it's my own. So, if you guys like the content, please leave a like. And if you guys would like to see more, comment down below. And please consider subscribing, as it goes a long way to help the channel grow and lets me know that you guys enjoy the content. Until next time, I hope you have a good day. Bye.